Chad knew he was in the right place at the right time. He knew he had some obstacles, but he knew that with his commitment, he could overcome every single one of those obstacles, and he did. And so, sometimes people would ask me when I talk about Chad, but didn't he know he was blind? Well, what do you think? It didn't change because he went to a seminar, but he was smart and he was committed. And so what he did, he brought a person with him. And that person was his assistant to help him to understand everything that was going on. He heard what he heard. So he went back and he invested in that home study course and he took it home. Now this is where didn't he know he's blind comes in. Yes, he knew he was blind. He hired a person to read the course for him. And as he read the course, Chad took notes in Braille. Is that smart? You know what that is? That's nothing but the culmination of commitment. That's all it is. You get committed like that, people say, oh, he's so smart. No, that information came to you because you were committed. That's the way it works. So if the man was reading too fast, he'd slow him down. If he read too slowly, he'd speed him up. If he read a word that he didn't understand, he would stop him. Have him look the word up, give the definition. Now he writes it in Braille. All right, so Chad has to get out there and see the property. What's he going to do? Still blind, can't see anything. He hired someone to be his driver. And he taught that person what to look for. So when you drive past, I want you to look at the roof and see how many vent pipes are coming through. That'll tell us how many bathrooms it has. Make sure you know where that big one is. That tells us where the kitchen is. And so he educated the person. And then he wrote an offer. Chad's a rich man now. You can find him online on the internet. Not a lot written on him, but he's a rich man now. You see, when you are committed, you eliminate all excuses. Then that's when doors open for you. So he hired someone to read for him. He hired someone to be his eyes. He made over $14,400 on his first deal. So that's why I say don't make excuses, make money. That's knuckles. You don't want me to stick knuckles on you. I'll tell them your address. You're making excuses? No, we don't accept excuses. No, we've got to make money instead. And so here's a money-saving tip for you. A lot of times we're involved in a rehab and we go way too far in it. We end up spending so much money in our rehab that we don't have much profit left. How would you like to learn how to do your rehab and still keep profit in your pocket? That's the type of investor that I am, a creative investor who also creates pathways to great rehab but enhanced profits. Here's what I'm talking about. Let's say you find yourself a nice vacant property, big kitchen, a lot of bathrooms. Now you know that if you put Formica on the countertops and linoleum on the floors, if you rent the property out, what do tenants love? Hot irons. And they love to put them on Formica and linoleum. I don't know, they're like moths at night, attracted by the light. So if you sell the property, you know that you're not going to get as much money for it because it has Formica and linoleum. You'd rather have ceramic tile or even porcelain. But the cost is so prohibitive. Or is it? But wait, there's more. I've been waiting to say that all day. All right, money-saving tip. Let's say you walk into a tile store and you look at this beautiful display of tile. And oh, it's so beautiful. And you can see they're $6, $10, $12 a square foot. You keep on walking. Because you've already called and you found out that they have a closeout department, closeout section. So you walk onto the back and you go to the storage area. And you ask the guy who's renting, hey, where are your closeouts? And you say, all those tiles over there, all those tiles and all those tiles over there, those are all closeouts. You go over there and look. You see some of the most beautiful tile. Some of it is even porcelain. You know the difference? You chip ceramic, you'll see a different color. But if you chip porcelain, it's all the same color throughout. And we like porcelain. But we don't like ordinary porcelain prices. But we do like closeout porcelain prices. So we go and ask for our closeouts. Now we need 400 square feet of tile. And so we're looking through and we find 400 square feet of some of the most beautiful tile. It looked like that tile that was at the front display. That was that beautiful. But we're going to make sure that we get more than enough because they're not going to bring them back in. They're closing them out. You will never see that tile again. Let's look at the numbers. So let's say there's $6 to $12 a square foot. Let's say $10 a square foot. You need 400 square feet. That's $4,000 just for the tile itself. You have not yet bought spacers, you haven't bought mastic, you haven't bought backer board, you haven't hired anybody to put it in for you. You're out $4,000 already. Guess what? I like my position better. I get this tile for 69 cents a square foot. Closeouts, 69 cents a square foot. You're paying $4 grand, I'm paying less than $300 for a similar tile. So if you were to, in one of your courses, The Insider Secrets of Big Profits, I lay a lot of this kind of stuff out so that you can take a look at it and choose. The next deal that you do 10 of these ideas from The Insider Secrets of Big Profits. Do 10 of them. If they only yield you, that was $3,700, what if they only yield you $2,000 each? Times 10. You just enhance your profit by $20,000. You were already going to make money, now you're going to make more money. And I like to show my students how to make more money. Sure, vacant, distressed, abandoned properties, it's a great, unique niche in the marketplace that yields a lot of profits. But when you start to add on little things like this, from the Insider Secrets of Big Profits, from the National Grant Guide, from free money from the government for real estate, things like that. And I'll tell you about those as we go on. But when you start adding on and layering on, your $20,000 profit just jumped to $60,000. And I'll show you how to do it. I've been doing it. I'll show you how to do that. All right. I want to show you, since we're talking about rehab, one of the things that we went after, it was such an easy thing to make money when we want. How many of you like to be in a position to make money when you want? And if you don't raise your hand, then that eliminates you. You got to close your eyes and close your ears. You can't hear any of this part. All right, so I happen to know that if I've got a one-bedroom house or duplex that's large enough, I can move a few walls around and create a second bedroom. I don't have to pour on a new foundation. I don't have to build another room. I don't have to tie in a new roof. I can get smart and I can move some walls around. So let's say we've got a one-bedroom unit here. This was actually a duplex. Each unit was 800 square feet. And so this is one bedroom. This is over on MLK. Ingress and egress is here. These were tall walls here, but we walk in. When you look there, you see a wall. There you see a wall. Going to the dining room there, and then there's the kitchen and the one bedroom there. Now, in the interest of time, I usually ask you guys, tell me how to reconfigure this, but I don't want Dan to drag me out of here, so I'll tell you. So what we had was $157,000 as one-bedroom units. The minute we shifted over to two-bedroom units, the value went up to $203,000 as two-bedroom units. Difference of $46,000. All right, pretty good difference. But look at what we did. We moved the kitchen up front. We took that kitchen right there and moved it to the dining room here. And in doing so, we had to move all the plumbing as well. We had to move all the plumbing as well. So over here, this becomes, okay, here's our new floor plan. Living room, so we put in pony walls here, little short cripple walls, so that way you can look from the front door straight through and see these beautiful cabinets there. Another pony wall there, breakfast area. There was our original bedroom 1 with a bath, and there now is bedroom number 2. This was our after floor plan. The potential rent went from $525 to $795 per month. As you can tell by rents, this was some time ago. I want you to stick with the concept, though, the techniques that I'm sharing with you, the principles, okay? So that's where we moved. Now, we created a second bedroom here. Let's pick an area. I don't know this area very well, but let's say Carpinteria, average area. Got a one-bedroom house sitting right there. How much will that rent for? I know people don't like ones, but let's say you got somebody special. How much will they pay you for a one-bedroom house? $1,250? All right, if it's a two-bedroom, how much do you get? $2,000. So you just increased your cash flow by $800, $750. How much difference in price would that be? From what to what?
800.
800,000?
Oh, you mean the price? No.
Yeah, the price of the property. I think you guys see what I'm talking about. So let me show you another one. This was a one-bedroom, And we gave up a lot of our profit because we had to move the kitchen. We moved all the plumbing. I learned. That was one of the first ones that I did, and I could not believe. We were supposed to make so much more money than this. Well, we had to spend the money on the move. This one we did a little differently. Here's a 2-bedroom duplex. Ingress and egress is on the side here. We've got the dining room. There's bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2. And then, of course, the kitchen's over there. Value was $183 as 2-bedroom units. The value jumps to $246 as 3-bedroom units. Once again, we did not add on. We did not add on. We simply moved some walls around. That's all. We got to have the square footage. And in your course, I teach you this. What you're looking for the proper square footage. You're looking for the proper layout so that you can just simply move a couple walls around, create a 3rd bedroom, and people don't know you're making all this money by doing something as simple as that. I've been doing that for years, many, many years. And some of the gurus will tell me, Reggie, now look, Reggie, you're going to have to stop that now. You're going to have to stop teaching people that. I do that. And I said, okay, Ron, okay. Don't tell Ron I said that. All right, 246 is 3-bedroom units. Difference of $63,000. The conversion was less. Why? Because we left the kitchen right where it was. We did not move the kitchen. So we took this dining room. We're going to have to close that wall up between the dining room and the kitchen. We'll close this wall from the living room, but we'll open this up right here to create a hallway. And we build a wall right there with a door on that side. Build a closet on this side, put in a smoke detector, a couple of outlets. Now you got a 3rd bedroom. So here's the way it turned out. There's bedroom number 3. We closed that wall, opened the hallway, closed the living room wall, built the wall there. The rent went from $795 to $1,264. Once again, this was some time ago. Rents now are skyrocketing. All right, so I want to share with you.
Okay, we're back on 81st Street, and Keith was talking about how we're going to increase the value of this property. He talked about a bunch of ways that we can do it, but what he wants to show you folks is how we're going to increase the value of this property by adding another bedroom, and we never have to pour another foundation. We never have to tie in a roof. We're going to do it all under the same roof using the existing square footage. Is that right?
That's correct.
Show us how it's done, Keith.
All right. So now you guys are standing in the living room.
Okay, let me show. I'll pan around, show the living room. This was a dining area. We talked about that. This is a living area. This wall is going to have the front door. It's not there yet. And then, of course, that's where the front door is going to go. And then as we pan, we see the bay windows, and then we come around to the west. There's another window, and there's that nice fireplace. And so now we pan to the south. We see a window, and now an entry into what used to be what, Keith?
This used to be the dining room.
This was a dining room,
But since
okay.
we created an eat-in kitchen with the breakfast bar, we're going to try to convert this and get more bang for our buck by
Absolutely.
creating a 3rd bedroom.
Now that eat-in kitchen that we're going to create, it not only has a breakfast bar, but it also has room for a table that you sit down as a family, isn't that right?
That's correct.
And that's very important.
That's definitely important.
Okay.
Okay, so what we'll do then, we're going to close this opening here. This used to lead into the dining room.
Mhm.
And we're going to create a hallway about 3 feet in width. And
From this
from
wall.
this wall over
Uh-huh.
3 feet. And now we'll serve to access the rest of the home.
Okay.
So we're going to close this off. Okay, so then you enter here, there'll be a doorway here.
Mhm.
Okay. And then, so on the other side, as I'm walking through the hallway, I'm going to frame up an adjacent wall that will go the length of the room and continue and pick up here on this far end.
Got it. Pick up right there on that wall.
Okay.
So now you're walking down the hallway right now with an imaginary wall to your right.
That's correct.
Okay?
Okay. So the reason why I do that is to create privacy or to create an official bedroom. Add a door in the new wall
Yeah, in the new wall.
to access the room. Now I'm in the bedroom.
Now you're in the new bedroom.
And I measured this out to be 9 by, I believe it's 11 and a half. So once we come inside the room, we'll look to see which is the length of the room versus the width, which is larger.
Mhm.
So in this case, it looks like the length of the room is larger. That will be the wall to create the closet. We're going to just frame a wall here, put a nice opening for a wardrobe, mirror, slider, door, and come about maybe say 5 feet and then stop it.
I see. Okay, very good.
Okay.
So this wall would have the closet on it.
Right.
You're standing in a doorway that you've closed up. Imagine that closed up.
Right.
To your left now is the interior wall of that hallway wall that you've erected.
That's right.
Just imagine that's there, folks.
And I'm standing in between the wall and where the closet will be, and I'll put an outlet and cable for where they can recess their television.
Very smart. Because, okay, the walls over here, Keith is standing where the recess will be for the cable TV. And obviously their bed then, the head of their bed will go over here on this side where this kitchen cabinet is that you have.
Correct.
Yeah, very good. So now we have a third bed. Where you're looking at a wall there used to be an open space that led into the dining room. And now this hallway was finished off with this wall right here, and there was a doorway created here. And so we're looking at a small bedroom in here that was the dining area. So he created a small bedroom and built a closet right here. And so now we have an additional bedroom. I'm very proud of him. Yeah, he and his sister, I'm very proud of both of them. They do a great job. All right, so let's talk about what we know now. So far, excuse me, what we know is that we can make big profits with this unique niche in the marketplace, vacant, distressed properties. We can make big profits with them. We can do it with owner financing. And with owner financing, we know we don't have to have money, credit, nor a job. We just have to be able to solve that seller's problem, which is what you will learn. And there's very little competition in this. Most of the competition is chasing foreclosures. People are going to the courthouse steps on trustee sales and don't have a dime in their pockets. They have not yet learned that they can buy properties on the courthouse steps without a dime in your pocket, but they haven't learned how to do it. So they're just there. And the way you do it is you approach the seller, you approach the lender. So we also know that there's a lot of different types of grants. Now, most people are aware of government grants, but most people are not aware of corporation grants, agency grants, foundation grants. Most people don't know anything about those at all. So what we tried to do is in your $30,000 flips in your own backyard course, we wanted to structure it in such a way where you have the most support possible. Number one, you have support on the course itself, answering questions with it. That course will guide you out there to find the easiest way to find high profit vacant properties. I even supply you with a list. And so that happens. We also supply you with our money. We make our money available for you. Not only that, we make our network of investors money available for you. Not only that, you also have a proof of funds letter that you can use on any specific property that you're working on. Not only that, we also have corporation grants, foundation grants, and agency grants. So if myself and Al Lowry should disappear off the earth, you still have methods and resources that you can use to fund every one of your deals, every single one, as long as the numbers are right. So in this work, this is a national grant guide. You're going to find business grants, business assistance programs, venture capital money. There's foundation grants, corporation grants, healthcare grants, personal needs grants as well. You look through, I found a grant in here to get your bad teeth fixed. So personal needs grants as well. Now, we had a lady sit down and dial every single number in this work. The ones that didn't work, we threw them out. The ones that did work, we kept them in along with the contact names. And so you will use this an awful lot. But that's only one of two different resources that we have for grant money for these types of properties. These types of properties lend themselves extremely well to the grants that our government, foundations, corporations, and agencies also provide. So we can get federal and state grants for developing. We can get money for substantial rehabilitation. How about housing in urban renewal areas? We can get all kinds of money for that. We can get money for these as well. Karen Lee is one of my students. Some of you may have met Karen Lee. She's a wonderful woman. She started with absolutely nothing. She loves horses and she has a ranch. She's a millionaire now. But you need to know how she found her ranch. She rents her ranch out to the movie industry, and they run horses on it, and they shoot films, cowboy films. She found this ranch in Sun Valley. How many of you know where Sun Valley is? It was an abandoned ranch.
It was a vacant, distressed, abandoned ranch. So she applied this program to that ranch. She got the ranch and all of the stuff that comes along with it, all the corrals and barns, and there's a mess hall, she called it. And I don't know horse stuff, but I know that she has a gold mine there, and the movie industry knows it also. So she's living her absolute dream now. And it started with her finding a little property and wholesaling it to us. And she made $10,000. This is a property. She found this property over in LA. This is, when it says Brentwood Avenue, that is not Brentwood City Avenue, okay? Just so you know. So she finds this property, 3 one-bedroom units, and we took this property and we turned it into this. She did all right. She sold us the contract. We taught her exactly what to do, how to do it. She goes out there within days. She finds a good deal, puts it on the contract, brings it to me. We bought the contract from her, gave her $10,000 in cash. Now she has the ability to look over our shoulder and watch us put this deal together. We're all in Los Angeles. And so she learned. She had the 10 grand, and then she learned exactly what to do and how to do it, and she made money. So did we. We paid $154,000 for it, rehabbed it for less than $30,000, sold it for $275,000, and there was a nice little profit, $91,000. Karen got her profit, we got our profit, we taught her, she's a millionaire now. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And I think Karen will tell you
Hi,
that
my
herself.
name is Karen Lee. When I first met Reggie Brooks, it resulted in me making $10,000 on my very first deal. That $10,000 profit gave me the self-confidence and inspiration to continue my real estate investing career. Since then, I've invested nationally and internationally, and my net worth is now in excess of $1 million. If I can do this, you can do it too. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, your ethnic background, or your circumstances in life. If you follow the teachings of Reggie Brooks, it will change your life forever. Reggie, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making such a profound difference in my life. I am now living my dream and happier than ever, and I can't thank you enough. Reggie, you're a true friend, and I love you.
You know what I miss? Usually when I play Karen, and I come back up here and the people go, oh. That's always fun. But that's Karen. I'm so proud of this lady. I'm so proud of her. She now has, her life is percolating right. She has all of her babies around her, which are mules and horses and chickens and all that. And she has money. She has a future. She has freedom. She's got it all. You can have it all too. Whatever your dreams and aspirations are, those things that you wanted to do so long ago and maybe put up on a shelf and let them get dusty, what I'm going to tell you is pull them off. Pull them off. Dust them off. Because every one of those dreams and aspirations that you have can be attained. Don't give up on them. Don't give up. I was 17 years old when I was almost killed by some idiot who decided that he wanted to rob the service station that I was working at. And he laid me down on a cold bathroom floor in the restroom and put a gun right to my head right there. And I'm just knowing that everything's going to be okay. And I happened to look around my peripheral vision. I could see a finger slowly tightening on that trigger. And he was going to put a bullet right there for $52.50. That's how much my life was right there. I have dreams too. And to think that my dreams might have been snuffed out because of some dude who wanted $52.50 that didn't belong to him. So don't wait and have the rude awakening that I had. Follow your dreams. Get up. Go after your dreams. Thank you. Get up after your dreams. You know, everybody's got a story. I've got a bunch of them. I've lived long enough and I've been out there. But I'm telling you that whatever those dreams are, go get them. You're going to need some money. So go get some money. Go get your dreams, make some money, and then live your dreams. And if you need help doing that, make a commitment. The help will come. How many believe that? Thank you. All right, let's wrap it up before Dan drags me out of here. Hey, I'd like to pay you guys $10,000 maybe in the next couple of weeks. Anybody here to take it? Any takers for 10 grand? Okay, you got to raise your hand in order for this to work. It's magic. See, this is magic. Okay, you raise your hand longer. You barely made it, man. But this is magic. All right, here's what you got to do. For the magic to work, what you have to do is to read 4 chapters in your course. And those chapters are finding vacant distressed properties, finding the owners, making the initial contract, and then how to write the contract. And if you will just simply do those things, the magic will start to work. And what I want you to do is to go out there, find that deal, put it under contract. Give me a call. Give me a call. You know, if you like the idea of flip a couple, third one you keep, let's wholesale that puppy. And let's make some money right away. And then let's do it again. And then you stockpile this money in your bank. And then we'll go after one that we're going to keep and create a residual income. And you know what the key is? You give it to a management company. You don't manage it yourself. I lost millions of dollars trying to manage my own property because I love people. Love of people cost me millions of dollars. Give it to a management company, they hate people. No, I'm kidding. All right, so we'll wholesale the contract and we'll make money super fast. And then we'll do it again and again and again. And we'll keep doing it until you don't need me anymore. But then I think you will. Because as you start to ramp up, you're going to have so many deals coming to you. I want to caution you, don't bite off more than you can chew. One person from the islands used to say, you don't put your hat higher than you can reach it. I learned that. So you don't do that. And if you find yourself having too many properties and you can't handle them all, you call us, call Dan, call myself. And we are in the business of buying wholesale properties, right, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, having known that and having said that and now knowing that, I want you to take your deals to Dan first. Take all of your deals to Dan first, okay? And then if Dan becomes so overwhelmed with it all, he'll pick up the phone and call Reggie. But let's go to Dan first. Dan is your man right here, okay? All right, so we'll wholesale the contract. You guys want to see some wholesale profits?
Yeah.
What's possible?
Yeah.
Now, if you guys live here in this area, your profits, maybe you might have to add a couple zeros to them. But these profits are nothing to shake a stick at. Watch this. This is Noel Abraham. Noel is one of my students down in Los Angeles. He found this little dinky little property, and he puts it under contract. And he got this check, $62,416. Do you know that he's a wholesaler? This was not a retail check. This was what he bought wholesale. With these types of properties, vacant, distressed, abandoned properties, we expect the profit to be around $100,000. So we look for 80, we look for 100, we are very happy to get 80. Now, if you're going to wholesale that, you're going to take less, but you're going to do it so quickly. That's pretty good money, wholesale, don't you agree?
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say. He says, hello, Reggie. Finally closed my first wholesale real estate transaction. Thanks for your books and CDs. I have another transaction going to open escrow this week. It's 3 bedrooms and 2 baths at 1,200 square feet. We'll wholesale this one too. Thanks again, Noel Abraham. Now, if Noel takes $62,000 profit on a wholesale deal, you're a retailer. You got to fix the property up and then you got to sell it. What is your profit? Are you happy with $30,000? Somebody say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, you're happy with 30. Maybe you spend 20 to get it, to fix the property up. There is your $110,000 right there. 50 plus 62. So with these types of properties, when you find the right one, we're looking for about a $100,000 spread. You got it?
Yeah.
If you're looking at a $20,000 spread, guys, keep looking. Because you're not going to make money that way. We have to find a unique niche that will offer us the kinds of spread that we need, offer us the kinds of property that we need, distressed property, offer us the kinds of owners that we need of those properties, motivated owners. I think we have it all right there. Let's see what else. Michael and Lorraine, they're from the Utah area, and they are such a wonderful couple. They're like me, slow. We don't move very fast at all. And so Michael and Lorraine, they came to one of my seminars. They took training over 2 years ago. Let me show you what they've done. So far, they bought 8 properties. Now remember, I said they're slow. 8 properties for a slow couple in 2 years. Is that all right?
Yes.
That's pretty good. But some of the young guys, they do a lot bigger than that. But I'm proud of them. 6 of these properties they bought with 100% owner financing, not pulled a dime out of their pockets. Here's a property that they came across from the list that they had. The list that I provided. All these were 8 units, and they were all 2 bedrooms each. $7,200 a month was the income. They needed to fix